Hey everyone, I'm Bill. I'm with the Blasting Lab. I want to welcome you guys to what may be the world's first dry ice cleaning of a motorcycle. That's right, today we have our special 2020 Ducati V4S up on the lift in our little makeshift cleaning booth. And today we're going to be dry ice blasting and cleaning this Ducati that has about 20,000 miles on it. So there's a lot of things in motorcycles that really personally bug me, the little nooks and crannies that you just can't get clean. Well, we have a brand new Cold Jet PCS 60 dry ice blasting machine here, ready to clean this Ducati. So we've got a couple of cameras set up. Hopefully we'll get you guys some good footage of the dry ice cleaning process on a 2020 Ducati V4S Panigale. All right, for this particular bike, we're really just focusing on the motor side and not necessarily under the tank. We're really trying to get the visual look of this. So we're gonna be working on the front suspension, the forks, the brakes, getting this all cleaned up. We're gonna work on the radiator area and we'll clean this by hand, but then we'll get into all this plastic. And this is where this is really gonna shine, because we're able to get into these areas that typically aren't cleaned. All of this is the major area. This is the lower part of the motorcycle. So we're actually gonna get this sprocket cover off and get all that nice and clean, all in that area, which again is very, very hard to get. All of these areas over here, that area right there, that guy right there is also a big, hard place to get. In here, we're gonna try our best to get all up in that area. We'll be able to get the foot pegs cleaned up, so you can see the residual from the foot pegs, but all this area in here we'll be able to get cleaned up. Over to this motor side where you can see there's a little bit of oil seepage in here. We'll be able to get that all cleaned up. All of the heads will be nice and cleaned. All of this will be just nice and cleaned up. And then again, right here, this is gonna be a lovely shot, because you can see that oil is bedded in there and that thing is gonna get cleaned very, very nice. So let's get the PCS 60 fired up and let's get to work. All right, you guys, well, here we are, and I'm suited up, and you guys will probably laugh a little bit, but look, I've seen a lot of people doing this dry ice blasting, and the stuff, the particles that go into the air just are not healthy. We're blasting oils, we're blasting grease, so I want to make sure I took all the precautions to make sure that I'm protected. So I spent and invested in this suit, which has an air purifying system that's attached to the hood. So when I close the hood, not only does it keep me cool, but it allows me to breathe filtered air instead of the particles from the motorcycle that I'm going to be blasting off. I've also outfitted it with, let's go ahead and get them on, a couple GoPro lights so I can see what I'm doing. I've actually got one up here as well. Go ahead and get this one on. So this is going to give me a nice view of what I'm working on. So when I get into the detailed work of the motorcycle, I'm able to do that. So we've got two bits that we're going to be working with. We've got this kind of nifty fan style, and then we've got this extension with this little pinpoint. I think the pinpoint's going to end up probably being the better bet for us, but this is going to be good for the larger sweeping areas like the chain and stuff like that. But this is really going to get us into all of those little particular things. So it's getting hot in here. I'm gonna get this thing closed up so I can cool down a little bit and get to work. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, so you guys can see it's actually going very, very well. I'm kind of switching between the fan nozzle and the pinpoint nozzle. The pinpoint nozzle, I tend to be able to get into a little bit of the tighter areas, so I've been using that a little bit. But man, it's a little bit time consuming because that little nozzle is just like, you know, pencil size. So we've got to get all the areas and try to get fan out of an area. So it's going pretty well. A little bit of time consuming. That was about 40 minutes of time lapse. But I have to say, I mean, in certain settings like that chain, you guys saw me do that chain. Oh my God, it absolutely cleaned it up. Going over the rubber, so dry ice is inherently safe to rubber, so it's okay to actually use on rubber. The only one problem that it has is the foam. It actually has a problem with foam. So let's keep going. Well, there you guys have it. What might be the very first motorcycle on YouTube being cleaned with dry ice. And I have to say, it came out very, very nice. A couple hours. There are some intricate details where we tried, you know, to spend a little bit of time on. You know, it's not 100%. It's about 99%. But when you look at some of the detail work in here and some of the areas that you know you can never, ever, ever clean by hand. You can never get that cleaned. Look at the back sprocket. It absolutely looks like brand new. Now, granted, he does have a new chain and a new sprocket, but this carrier and these bolts, they were just grease and chain lube all through here, all in here, inside the kickstand. I mean, you guys know, you know the pain of cleaning a motorcycle, but here at the Blasting Lab, we can do it. So if you guys are interested, shoot me a comment down below. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and ring the bell notification. Head over to the Blasting Labs YouTube page and give them a quick like and subscribe over there. I would greatly appreciate it. But the very first motorcycle being dry iced, and it's an OCD person's dream. I absolutely had a blast. So thank you guys for sticking around, and make sure you do the normal. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and ring the bell notification, because we have future content on dry ice cleaning over at the Blasting Lab. But thank you guys for sticking around, and we'll see you guys next video. Bye guys.